Hello, Rashi Pilgrim Planet here to branch off into a new segment that I'm gonna try. I've been seeing a lot of stuff going on in the media recently, and it's been all throughout the last couple years about Donald Trump. Donald Trump, while he's not perfect, nowhere near it, he is what this country needed. And I don't care all this, for lack of a better term here, fake news, telling everybody the bad and falsifying all this. They really don't show the good. They really don't show what he's done right and not wrong, you know? So I would like to take a moment, starting a segment where I'm just going to talk about political events and stuff and news going on in the world. So I'd just like to take time to introduce the segment like that. This segment is going to be about Donald Trump, and I'm not going to touch on anything too major. We're just going to touch on some simple things. So I hope that this opens your eyes if you're blinded. Now, I do have some statistics, not really statistics, but some points made by the Labor Department of America. It's a pretty trustworthy source. They handle all of the stats and the records for labor withheld in America and the job openings and unemployment and employment rates. So, since Donald Trump's presidency, we saw a dramatic change in the unemployment rate and the employment rate, because they coincide together. One of those changes is, if I have a look here, the Black, Hispanic, and Asian unemployment rate is at the lowest in American history. Now, what that means is there's more blacks, Hispanics, Asians, in the workforce than there ever has been in the history of the United States. Now, you can credit that to Donald Trump, which would be the right thing to do. You can credit to him, but, I can also see someone's point of saying, that's just the evolving times and the world being more acceptable of different cultures and races and, just other ethnicities and stuff like that. I would credit it to Donald Trump mostly. It is a lot to do with what I also just stated before. That's some thunder. That is some thunder. Thinking that it's past now, I think I'm going to continue. I would credit it a lot to what I was stating before about how the world's becoming more accepting. But another thing that I would credit it to mostly, and a larger part, is Donald Trump. It is no coincidence that one of America's greatest businessmen, one of the world's greatest businessmen, helped our economy majorly. The unemployment rate it's basically gone away. There are now more, like I was saying, there's now more blacks, Hispanics, and Asians in the workforce in the history of the United States ever. So call him racist, but if that was so, I think he would be more openly speaking about the fact that not all kinds of whites are getting these jobs. That, it's a shame that, and this is not my opinion, this is, hypothetically speaking, if someone was racist, this is what they would say about this. They would be saying more along the lines of, I would wish, more white-blooded, natural-born Americans are getting these jobs. And that's a horrible way to look at things. If you are part of the country legally, you were born here, or you gain citizenship through the legal process, you are an American. No matter where you came from, no matter who you came from, no matter what you came from as a societal background, you're American. Nobody can take that right away from you. Nobody. So, credit it to what you want. Donald Trump, based on what I've seen, and I haven't seen anything to prove me wrong, he's not racist. But, everyone's entitled to their own opinion about someone. And if you want to try to change my mind, feel free to comment in the comment section. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to have a discussion. So yeah, he's not racist. That's another point. So moving on to the next one. The next point mainly is going to be, let me have a look, just the actual statistic of the unemployment rate. The unemployment rate is at 3.6% as of May 3rd, 2019. That could have fluctuated anywhere from, May 3rd now. It could have went up and down. But it's roughly around that spot. That is amazing. That is actually so good as to being referred to as full employment, because most of everyone is able to land a job that pays them sufficient amounts. That is amazing. Now you can credit that to Donald Trump, or, his team. You don't have to credit everything to the, pinpoint of him. But his team, you cannot argue, and if you do, you're just incorrect, has done amazing things for America. Now, putting aside your legal opinions, that's amazing. Now, with the lowest unemployment rate since 1969, it's pretty good odds there. I completely am behind how the economy is going right now, and I do think that the Trump administration and the just Trump team itself is doing wonderful things for America. On the economic side, I can't comment on everything because, not everyone does everything good, or not everyone does everything for the best interest. There's always been times when someone does something that no one agrees with, or that the majority don't agree with. And Donald Trump's no exception. He is not perfect, and he never will be. But I don't think we should hold him to the standard that he should be. You understand? He's not going to be, he never will be. Get over it, and everything will be easier. He's almost out. Just go with it, So yeah, last point. This is the part where I give my opinion. Now I'm gonna keep it really short. I've tried to wait till the end to give my opinion. I am 100% a fan of Donald Trump. Donald Trump will go down in history as one of the greatest presidents of all time. In my opinion, he is the greatest president of all time, other than John F. Kennedy. That being said, it's not perfect. I don't agree with most of the things that he does, because it affects me. Because I'm going to be the one that has to grow up into that. People that are in it already, they can kind of function with it, they can go with it, but I have to adjust to that, and what I've been thinking of my entire life has already changed multiple times. But I do think that the things he's doing are progressive, and just overall good for the country. Now, the gun situation, I don't agree with. I don't think you should infringe on the Second Amendment at all. No way, shape, or form. But that is my opinion, and it is in, the Constitution. Can't do that. But they'll do what they want. So, this has been Ron Chikova giving my opinion.